Okay, so we did this last season, nearly the end of Chapter 2, Season 6, so we are going to be reviewing the season and my thoughts on it. Now, if you watched my original video, I guess 84 days ago, wow. If you watched my video 84 days ago, 3 months, I clearly did not like the start of the season, and I still don't think the start of the season was that good. Um, it was a very rocky start, it kind of sucked. Um, but towards the end, it got better. So let's go through. We did this last season for Chapter 2, Season 5, which was an also hated season of mine, but it's way better than this season. I would have taken it over this. So we got a lot of new locations, but only 3 new named locations. So we got the Spire, which is the big, middle area. It replaced the 0 point. So sorry, it's blurry here. But that's the Spire, and then we got Bunny Burbs over here. So that replaced Salty Towers, which Salty Towers had replaced the Springs area, Salty Springs, and it was basically a. This is basically a primal Salty Towers. Then over here we got Colossal Crops, which is basically now a farm field where Colossal Coliseum used to be. So we got a few more map changes, but they are not named. So we got Primal Pond. I don't know where these are, by the way. Primal Pond, Guardian of the Bay, Guardian of the Lake, Guardian of the Fields, Guardian of the Woods, Guardian of the Mountains, Guardian of the Sea. We got the Bat Shack and the Iceland Nubblade. Now, we got the probably most controversial secret skin ever because it was a collab. And that's what we had all of Chapter 2, except for Chapter 2, Season 1, where we had, I don't know what the name was, Serana, I believe. But we got Neymar Jr. this time. Now, Neymar Jr. here, I guess he's a soccer player, I don't know. But, it's a pretty bad skin, in my opinion, and I don't know. The Foundation, which is part of the Seven, got introduced to us at the beginning of the season, and then we all thought that this would be the secret skin, but no, we got this guy, who, like, not even a quarter of the Fortnite population knew who he was. So, and he's pretty controversial in real life too. He's said to have done some bad things. So, I don't know. He might be deleted from your locker. Who knows? So if we go back here, we did not get a live event at the end of Chapter 2, Season 5, but we did get a solo event at the beginning of this season, which I thought it was pretty crappy. I did not like it compared to a live event. You were basically just playing the game, but it was in a story mode instead of a battle royale. And you kind of changed the map yourself, but I still don't think it was that good. So yeah. Now the battle pass this season also was pretty crappy. Lots of, including Neymar Jr., we had three. We had 3 crossover skins, not crossover. You know what I mean. Collaboration skins. So we got Agent Jones as level 1. Now I don't like this skin. I thought it was nice, but it's not. First off, when he's in the lobby, he literally looks like it's a clickbait thumbnail. He looks horrible in the lobby. And then we got Lara Croft, which is from Tomb Raider, or Maze Runner. I think it's Tomb Raider. It was an okay skin. I think this is the best version of her. There are 4 versions. There's this one, which is the normal one, the 25th anniversary one, and then there was a golden version and a PS2 or PS1 version. And then we got Toronto, which is kind of like a primal version of Maeve from last season. Again, pretty crap skin here, in my opinion. It doesn't look that good at all, and we got two like variants of it too in the item shop. Then we got the extension armor right here, and then we got Roz, which he was, I guess, important to the storyline, kind of. I guess his story was like He wanted to take over the 0 point or something. We'll get onto that a little more. Basically, just wanted to take over the 0 point. Cluck, which was the meme skin for the season. Probably the least meme skin we've ever had, though. So I think it's quite an okay skin. And then we have a Slurpee style, and I always love the Slurp skins. And then we got the reason I'm talking about this music pack here is because okay, this is the wild music pack. Now, people got annoyed because Fortnite accidentally released this music pack in the item shop for about 400 or 500 V-Bucks. On accident, they removed it after like 3 hours, so it still took them a while. And I don't think they got rid of it then from people's lockers. I don't think they removed it. And then we got Rebirth Raven, and now the reason it's called Rebirth Raven is because we already have a Raven skin. Now this is the other collab skin. This is Raven from Teen Titans. It's a DC skin. Then we have the Raven Classic version, which I think is better than the original. Then we got a banner icon here, and this ended up turning into a cartoon Meowscles, which I think is a very awesome looking skin. It's amazing. And then we have the Spire Assassin, which is a pretty crappy tier 100 skin in my opinion. Here's what it looks like, and it also has a built-in emote, which it kind of looks ugly. The face is literally the ugliest thing ever. I don't know why they used that character model, but they did. And then here are the edit styles. We have this like PS2, PS1 version of Lara Croft, this weird like party trooper version of Tirana, explosive version of Cluck, and the Rachel Roth, which is the human version for Raven. And then here are the Neymar Jr. quests. We got Neymar Jr., and then you got the emote, which is a stupid emote. It's a built-in emote, which turns him into some kind of like animatronic or something. I don't know. And then we have the exhibition version and the Hang Loose Celebration, which is a stupid looking emote. And then here are all the super level rewards. So we got the Chromiums, Runics, which are probably the best. Or, no, I think the golden ones are the best, and then all the gold ones. And then the Victory Royale umbrella was the foundational umbrella. So it was like a foundation themed umbrella. Now, here are all the map changes. So here are some removed locations. They got rid of Colossal Coliseum, Salty Towers, Kit's Cantina, the Butter Barn, Hunter's Haven, Surface Hub IOD1, Surface Hub IOE6, Surface Hub IOF4, and the Sheriff's Office, and the Outpost Delta Kringle. During the Zero Crisis finale event, in order to contain the 0 point, the Foundation created a tower in the shape of a spiral staircase and sealed the 0 point. Don't know why. Salty Towers was devastated by the pulse, apparently. Colossal Coliseum was destroyed by the pulse, apparently. Hunter's Haven was removed and replaced with a landmark called Primal Pond. So, I mean, I kind of liked Hunter's Haven. I think that could have stayed. But whatever. 6 spire-like towers were around the map. Okay, so if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. There's 6 of these, like, lines going out. Those are little mini spire towers, which have bosses at them, and then you can get... They drop an orb where you can go and get a bad mythic, and you can also get a epic rarity, the purple rarity of the primal AR, which we'll get to in a minute. So, they added animals in this update. Now, animals, I think, are the stupidest addition ever. And they have chickens, frogs, boars, which are pigs, and raptors, dinosaurs, and wolves. Now, the only one I find useful in the whole entire game is the frog and the chicken. None of the other ones give me anything to useful. You can tame the raptors and the boars and the wolves, but it's not worth it. They do nothing for you. They'll just sit there and watch you die. They also added crafting. Now there's 2 crafting items. There is the bones, and then there is the gear. The bones were used to craft the primal weapons, and then they had makeshift weapons. So makeshift weapons were kind of like very, very horribly designed guns. I mean, they were supposed to be horribly designed. They weren't. I mean, at the start of the season, they were kind of crap, horribly designed, anyways. But they got better throughout the season. Um, they got nerfed in a little bit, so they ended up being okay. And then they would turn into primal weapons when you used a bone. Now, the primal weapons I personally hate, except for the primal SMG. Primal SMG is amazing. It's better than the normal SMG. It's the only thing that I'd pick it over is a P90, and I maybe wouldn't even do that. So the guns, as far as the makeshifts, were okay. They got definitely better. The primal thing I really wish didn't happen at all. And then now the gears, those were also used on makeshifts, and you could make classic weapons with that. So you can make the pump, you can make the normal AR, and you can make all that kind of stuff. You can make the normal SMG, but snipers you could not make. You could not make snipers. They did not have snipers. They replaced them with bows. Now the bows were okay. I like them. I think they were better at the beginning of the season because I believe they got nerfed a tiny bit on the accuracy. So they're not as good anymore, but they're still okay. You can make there were six different types of bows. There was the fire bow, which would set anything on fire when it touches. The stink bow, which is stink grenade bow, kind of. The shockwave bow, which would shoot a shockwave that isn't as powerful as a normal shockwave down. And the explosive bow. Now it's not like the boom bow. Its boom bow is way better. The explosive bow is basically an annoying thing for bots to use to spam into your boxes, and it does 20. It shoots three little, like, not termites, but like three little grenades that look like bullet shells, and they just blow you up for 20, 20, and 20 damage each. So if all three hit you, you're down 80 health, and people can just spam them because it reloads extremely quick. So it's very annoying. Then they ended up making a mythic version of it, which was even more annoying because it had a faster reload. And then for some reason, the rocket launcher was also in the video game this season. I don't know why. It was a stupid decision to put the rocket launcher in here with all these primal things, but like, whatever. Now, if we go on to 16.10, Deadfire, which is the sheriff, has kind of rebuilt his office, the sheriff office, which was in the middle of the map, near the middle of the map. But now it's near Lazy Lake, and you can now buy the exotic 6-shooter, the marksman 6-shooter. It's crap. I do not buy it. I only bought it once so that I could see I used it, and it's crap. Now, eggs are hatched, and raptors now roam the island. Basically, there was like eggs around the map, and then they hatched in the next update. So, not much hype up for that, except for that like few days where they were on the map. A barricade was set up in Pleasant Park, and then they also got set up at Misty Meadows and Sweaty Sands and Retail Row. People thought that these would actually do stuff. They did not. They trolled us. They did literally nothing. There was no point for them. I don't know why they did them. There was a new landmark called Chonker's Customs, which is basically a big garage. So now all the garages are huge now. This is the update 16.20 where we got the first vehicle mod. Now, this was an awesome update. We got tires that you could throw, the Chonkers tires, you could throw them onto the car, any car, any car, and you could literally just go on the road and go up 89-degree angles. You couldn't go straight up 90, but you can go like this. It was amazing. That's probably the second best update all season. You'll see what the best one is. V16.30, we got the Bat Shack. Now, the reason this is called the Bat Shack is because it is themed after Batman. Now, we got the DC Comics. We got DC Comics this season that were called Batman 0 Point. The comics, in my opinion, are amazing. You should definitely read them. They are very fun to read, and they're very informational. Probably the most storyline we've gotten in well over a year now for Fortnite. There are four of them currently, and I believe there are going to be six. And each one of them give you a reward. If you redeem all the rewards, you get a special Batman skin. Then, um, now we got football pitches and holly hedges and dirty docks. That was for the Neymar Jr. skin. Some challenges. A small island in 16.40 appeared near Toilet Flush Factory, and that didn't do anything until the next update, I believe. Oh no, it was this update. So there was a small island, grass grown, a castle ruin over it. It's a landmark called Isla Nublita, and Aurelia spawns there now. Aurelia is the female version of Oro, which is said to be an older version of Midas, but I don't know. They have a mythic. They have the mythic. They have a mythic primal AR, but the problem is you can't grab it. You can't get it. If you kill her, she doesn't drop it, so you can't use it. But a golden scar always spawns there, but she will shoot you if you take it. Alien posters in 16.50 started to appear around the island. There's a crashed IO helicopter near Hydra 16, and a radio appeared by FN Radio. TV has appeared of south of Fort Crumpet. And UFOs would abduct players at Risky Reels, the Spire, and Pleasant Park, and rally at the Viking vessel. Now, what is this? If you're not aware, Season 17, Chapter 2, Season 7, is going to be alien futuristic themed. So, you can currently, right now, I don't know if it'll be in Season 7, but currently, right now, as I'm making this video, and when it's out, you can get abducted in the game. It's a very rare chance. I've had it happen to me once at Colossal Crops. It was cool. It was really cool. Teleports you around the map and gives you full heals, full shield, full health, full everything. Um, and then that was basically it. So, honestly, the updates were kind of lackluster this season. Just like small little additions here and there. We got a total of 3 mythics at the middle area at the Spire. So 2 were there by the Spire Assassin, which is the tier 100 skin. The Primal Mythic, the Mythic Primal Shotgun, which was literally the most overpowered gun Fortnite had ever made at the beginning of the season, and then towards the end was literally the worst gun Fortnite has ever made, because it literally did nothing. So here are all the bows. There's also the primal bow and the makeshift bow. So there's 7. The mechanical bow. So those were just standard bows. The makeshift shotgun and the primal shotgun and the makeshift SMG. Primal rifle, makeshift rifle, primal pistol, which was crappy, and then the makeshift revolver. Now we got stink floppers, which were basically you would throw them and they would be stink grenades. Cuttlefish, which are basically proximity mines. Spire jump boots, which are stupid boots that you jump 3 times and it's kind of like a launch pad, but they suck. The hunter's cloak was so that you could not hunt, tame animals like boars, raptors, and wolves, but you didn't even need to use it sometimes. Sometimes you could do it without it. This was a huge loophole this season. Unvaulted, we had the pump shotgun back. In all rarities except uncommon, all of these have none of the uncommon rarities. Well, actually, the revolver does. The revolver does have an uncommon rarity, but you can only get it from being rebooted, or somebody drops it after they rebooted. Pistol was also vaulted. Um, the revolver came back, hop floppers came back, and spicy fish came back. The Amban sniper rifle and the Mandalorian's jetpack and the Predator's cloaking device was obviously gone because those were crossovers. Vaulted was the Dragon Breath shotgun, charged shotgun, lever action shotgun, heavy AR, the common AR, lever action rifle, bolt action sniper rifle, the pistol, common submachine gun, suppressed SMG, 0-point fish, thermal fish, boom sniper rifle, Nighthawk, Storm Scout, Dragon's Breath sniper rifle, the Big Chill, burst quad launcher, bouncer, 0-point crystals, and chug splashes. So. In V16.10, this was the Easter update. We got the egg launcher back and bouncy eggs, which were like hot rocks from season 4. There was a patch then, April 7th, so a week after 16.10, we got the recycler. Now, the recycler is unique. It's very unique, but it's interesting. It kind of sucked, and now it's kind of okay. So we we got like this weird junk machine, and it would be like a projectile, but ammo, you wouldn't find ammo for it. You wouldn't use rockets. You would literally recycle mats into it. So you would just like suck in a tree, and then it would use that as one ammo. And then the egg launcher and bouncy eggs were bolted. Then here are the chonkers tires, and then we got the Spire Assassin, the Mythic Recycler, and the Primal Shotgun was gone. And loot sharks were actually unvolted. I didn't even know they were vaulted, so that was nice. Now, here's two more bows that we got. In V16.20, we got the grappler bow. This is probably the second best bow in the game, maybe best. The only thing that I think would be better than it would be the shockwave bow. But it's very good. You can buy it from Lara Croft at Stealthy Stronghold. And then in 16.30, we got the Raz's Explosive Mythic Bow instead of the Spire's Assassin Recycler. And then the Unstable Bow, which you can buy from Rebirth Raven in your Coral Castle in a house. Now, problem with this bow, I hate this bow. It sucks. It's called the Unstable Bow because every time you shoot the arrow, it turns into a different like power bow, except turns into a different bow except the mechanical, primal, makeshift, and grappler bow. So it can turn into the shockwave bow, the fire bow, the explosive bow, and the stink bow. Now, in the V16.30, this is when stuff started to get good. Not get good, but like get better with the video game this season. So the infantry, I forget if I already said this, the infantry rifle and the tactical shotgun in all rarities except gray came back. This was amazing. I love these two guns. They are two of my favorite guns in the whole entire game. The flare gun was also unvaulted on May 6th, 3 days after this. Now, this is because of something they did called a Wild Week. So we had 4 of these, and then we had 1 week off too. So the first one was fire, which is probably the second best one, because it unvaulted the flare gun. It was kind of annoying though, because it made fire spread extremely fast and 15 damage per second instead of 1. But that got vaulted the next week. The dub was also vaulted. And then we got the Marksman 6-shooter and the Spire Guardians Primal Assault Rifle Mythic, which is... you can't grab it though. That's what I was talking about earlier. Now, the Bouncers were vaulted for a week as well. This is the best one we got. This is the best Primal Wild Week. Bouncers would... or not Bouncers. Shockwaves would send you very, 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 very far. They would send you flying. It was like awesome. You were eating across the map. And then apparently, because they're so favored among the community, the dual pistols were unvaulted because they're favorites for the community. That's what they said on Twitter. So that's literally everything we got this season. Now, my thoughts on this season, you can already tell that I really did not like it at all. It sucked. This was hands down the worst Fortnite season ever. Worst for Chapter 2, worst in the entirety of Fortnite. I hate this season. I literally cannot wait for Season 7. It will be amazing. I hope it'll be amazing. It might be worse than this, but if it's a futuristic season, then I really hope it's good. But anyways, that'll be it for this video, guys. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future content, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I'll see you guys in Season 7.